much of Ayn Rand's past is forever shrouded in mystery, having met their demise to the power of time. Many ancient civilizations fell into legends and even myth, with remnants of their past being discovered piece by piece over the centuries. When an empire of humans fell, the people fled their home and settled to 3 small kingdoms across the sea. And there, they reorganized themselves into 3 kingdoms. Jumi, the Desert Kingdom. Frostland, the Ice Kingdom. And Mara, the Jungle Kingdom. To ensure that no kingdom gained power over the other, an alliance between them was made in the form of a military organization called the Kingdom Unity. Unities, as these heroes were called, were tasked with upholding the peace throughout the 3 kingdoms. Under their watchful eye, the kingdoms prospered, and unlike the empire that came before them, thrived. The video presentation ends with a white screen, and then repeats itself in a loop. A history museum is packed with a busy crowd, looking on in awe at the displays around them. Robin Steele, a raven-haired young man in his early 20s, looks up in awe at a skeletal display of a theropod dinosaur overshadowing him in an attacking position.
Roar!
A young woman with long raven hair grabs him from behind and giggles. This is his girlfriend, Brittani Mills.
Ooh, you're pretty scary, Brittani. But in a cute sort of way.
Robin, you're gonna give yourself nightmares looking at that.
Nightmares? Oh, please. You squeeze my arm every time you make me take you to a scary movie.
Well, why do you think I beg you to take me in the first place? Come on, sweetie. They're calling us together for a new mission.
We've got the day off, remember?
Not anymore, we don't.
A heavy rainfall pours down on a helicopter as it soars across the desert landscape. Robin stares out the side door window and watches an ocean of darkened sand and rocks pass them by.
You see something interesting out there?
Nothing but sand and cactuses. How Ron and Jessie can call this desert a home is beyond me.
Rann Ludlow, a red-haired young man in his late 20s, looks up at the couple, holding a tablet in his hands.
That's because our kingdom doesn't specialize in tourism and hula girls. All those beach hammocks have made you too soft.
And desert stone makes your head hard as a rock.
That's because I value what's inside it.
And what's that? A reminder for your next mirror appointment?
Better be careful. Don't forget, I'm still the leader here.
You wouldn't let us even if we wanted to.
You're damn right I wouldn't.
He turns towards Jessie Hoskings, a stern and quiet blonde young woman who is cleaning her sniper rifle in silence.
Hey, Jessie, could you support a fellow Julian here? That stick's not gonna get any shinier.
Nor you 3 any brighter.
Be nice now, Jessie. Rann could use some help to even the play.
I might make him miss his mirror appointment.
Brittani snickers to herself while Robin clears his throat to ease the tension.
So, what information do we have on this guy again?
Abraham O'Connell now goes by the alias of Ghost. Our superiors reported that he recently stole valuable property from King Rourke and fled to the countryside. They also reported that they located his base and that he's possibly keeping hostages there. Our mission is simple. Capture Ghost alive and retrieve the item he stole.
Hey, are you sure we don't need another team on this mission? Tracking down a drug cartel is one thing, but this is the biggest mission we have ever been assigned.
Everything we've been through has led us to this moment.
Jessie does have a point. We don't know how well prepared Ghost is in these situations.
Well, there's only one way to find out, isn't there?
Come on, guys. Where's your faith in what we can do? We're a team. We gotta motivate each other.
She's right, you know. Think of it this way. If we capture Ghost, we'll be praised as war heroes before the war can even begin. Don't tell me you're intimidated already.
Huh? I never said that.
That's my Robin. Like I said, you just needed some motivation.
And you both need to get a room.
Shoot me.
All right, Angel's Blade. There's an oasis just up ahead. We're getting ready to make our descent.
You heard the man. Everyone get into position and drop. We've got a terrorist to arrest.
Hiding within a wall of long, wet grass, the team looks on to see the town they had been sent to infiltrate. A large church settles at the far end of the town with rows of buildings lined up on both sides of the road. A sentry stands guard from the watchtower, gripping his AK-47 tightly. Other sentries patrol the town, but there are no civilians in sight.
How does it look?
Shh. There's mercenaries everywhere, but I don't see any hostages. Wait, hold on.
A mercenary drags a woman outside and holds her at gunpoint. Suddenly, he fires his pistol at her head.
Oh god.
Do you see Ghost anywhere?
No. It looks like we'll have to flush him out. Jessie, you take out the sentries guarding the watchtowers. Robin, Brittany, you two take out the guards patrolling the village.
Yes, sir.
And remember, I want no prisoners on this mission.
Wait, what if they have information worth extracting?
No prisoners. Is that understood?
Yes, sir.
Jessie moves away, keeping her sniper rifle on the sentry.
Any minute.
A crack of thunder echoes, followed by the gunfire of her sniper rifle. The sentry falls from the tower, the other mercenaries not even noticing.
That's our signal.
Robin and Brittany cautiously approach two mercenaries patrolling the town entrance. The couple sneak up behind them until they get close enough to see the camouflage stitching on their pants. A loud crack of thunder signals them to cover the mercenaries' mouth and ram their katanas right through their chests, blood staining their blades. The couple grabs their AK-47s and make their way inside the town.
There's a church at the end of the village. Think Ghost might be hiding in there?
I'm not sure. But once we get inside, I'll cover you.
Oh? You're gonna let me be the hero?
Brittany kisses his lips.
I expect my future husband to be nothing less.
Rann quickly joins up with the couple.
Good job, you lovebirds. Alright, Jessie has made her way up one of the watchtowers, so now we're gonna draw them out.
Robin's gonna head for the church over there. We can cover him and keep the mercenaries focused on us.
And circle around the other buildings, Robin. We'll keep them off your back for as long as we can. Now both of you keep your heads down.
Rann pulls out a grenade and unpins it.
I'm kicking this shit off with a bang.
He throws the grenade into the village, and the three of them duck their heads. One mercenary spots it too late as it lands right in front of him. Grenade! A loud explosion rings in everyone's ears. Rann gets back up and loads an AK-47 he is holding. The remaining mercenaries come out of hiding and all head towards the center of the town.
Here they come.
Brittany gets up as well, and gunfire goes off from both sides. The abandoned village is now turned into a war zone.
Hurry! Get in quickly!
Got it!
Robin sneaks behind one of the buildings and makes his way towards the church. He spots a mercenary searching the area. He knows that one of the unities is here, but he cannot find them.
Sorry, Ron.
Robin covers the mercenary's mouth, who struggles with all his might.
Listen, mercenary. I don't care how much Ghost is paying you. You're gonna help me find him.
A bullet takes the mercenary out. He falls limp in Robin's grasp.
What the?
Ron said no prisoners.
There were things he could have told us.
You don't know that. Now come on, we've got a job to do, remember?
We can't hold them off forever, Robin. It's now or never.
You better listen to her.
Robin sighs in defeat. He knows that this is not the time for arguments.
Right. Of course.
Robin kicks the church door open and scans the area,
Surrender yourself!
but he sees nobody around. Just as he is about to head back outside, he hears a little girl crying in the corner. He walks over to her and bends down.
Hey, it's okay. You're safe now. You must have gotten separated from your parents, huh?
The little girl hands him a piece of cloth.
Oh, thank you. What's this? A map?
He opens it up and sees an unfamiliar location illustrated on the map. But what really catches his attention is an illustration of a silhouetted four-horned monster perched on the tip of a volcano with its wings spread out. His concentration is suddenly broken by a mercenary's footsteps as he enters the church.
Put that down, right?
He suddenly feels the blades of a knuckle duster slice his neck open, making him choke on his own blood. Rann steps towards Robin and grabs the map from him.
Thank you, Robin. You found the very thing we were sent here to retrieve. I hate to say it, but it looks like Ghost is no longer here. Either someone warned him before we got here, or this was all just one giant distraction.
What do we do now?
Don't worry, Robin. We'll find him.
Something's not right. This all seems too easy. Why would ghosts go through the trouble of stealing something like this, and then leave it here unguarded? And what exactly is this a map of anyway?
That is no concern of yours.
Robin steps back outside, feeling disappointed that their mission did not go as well as he had hoped. Brittani hugs him and rests her head on his shoulder.
I'm so proud of you, Robin. King Rourke will be so happy when we return this to him.
Ghost isn't here, though.
I know, but give yourself a little credit.
So, did you guys find any of the other hostages?
Yeah. But it seems we got here too late.
The chopper's calling us in. Robin, can you tell Ron that we need to head out?
I'll be quick.
Robin heads back towards the church, but suddenly, he hears the little girl screaming.
What's going on in there?
Robin swings the door open and sees Rann pointing his knuckle duster at the little girl in a hostile manner.
Where is he? And why did he leave the map here?
Rann, stop!
Robin, what are you doing here? Actually, you know what? I could use your help with this. I think you might be onto something. This village has no survivors, no prisoners, no witnesses, nothing. Except by some unusual luck, this one little girl. How is it that she's the only one to survive the raid? Unless she's a spy.
A spy?
You're here to report to your boss after we take the map, aren't you? Don't you shake your damn head at me!
Rann, I think she's telling the truth.
If you're not gonna help me, Robin, then get back outside. Listen to me, you little bitch. Unless you have a death wish, you better tell me where Ghost is hiding.
Robin gets in between Rann and the little girl. He grabs Rann's arm and tries to keep it in place.
Rann, stop! You're threatening a child based on suspicion alone!
Even if she's not a spy, she still might know why Ghost came here in the first place.
Then let's bring her with us. We'll ask her questions when we get back. Just please don't resort to this.
Robin slowly lets Rann go and turns to help the little girl on her feet as she merely whimpers in fear.
It's all right. Nobody's gonna hurt you now.
From out of nowhere, a blade slices the little girl's neck open. Her body drops to the floor, and a puddle of blood forms beneath her. Robin turns towards Rann in shock. The knuckle duster is dripping with fresh, warm blood.
Get out, and speak of this to no one. That is an order.
Among the chaotic ambience of honking cars, pedestrians casually chatting amongst themselves, and distant trains echoing, Robin walks down the sidewalk deep within thought. His mood has not been getting any better since the mission.
Come on, Robin. You should report this to HQ.
A figure pops out from a dark alleyway and stops him in his tracks. It is Brittani, with a look of worry on her face.
There you are. Thought you could leave the hotel without me noticing.
Oh, Brittani. I'm just going for a walk.
Brittani grabs both of his hands and looks up at him with concern in her eyes.
Honey, what's the matter? You've been pretty moody ever since we got back from the mission.
I'm sorry. I just have a lot on my mind right now.
Did something happen?
Robin grabs her hands as well, not knowing how to put his thoughts into words.
Brittani, do you remember why you joined the Kingdom Unity?
Of course I do. Protecting our kingdom is the right thing to do.
And do you believe that doing the right thing is worth crossing lines?
Robin, please tell me what's troubling you.
Rann and I had a disagreement after the mission.
What did you guys argue about?
Listen, I'm afraid you're gonna have to ask Rann about
I'm
that.
asking you, Robin. You're the one who's barely spoken a word since we left. So please, stop avoiding the question and be honest with me.
As I was saying, I have direct orders from Rann himself not to discuss what happened to anyone. So again, you'll have to ask him that question yourself.
Brittani sighs calmly. She can tell that this is more serious than she thought. She leans forward and pulls Robin closer.
Whatever you guys argued about doesn't matter anymore. We're your team, Robin. Have faith in us, okay?
Robin simply nods his head in response. He isn't sure what he should do right now.
I'll be at the convenience store if you need me.
I'll talk to Rann. Whenever you're ready to do the same, I'll be there to listen.
Brittani gently kisses his cheek.
Don't be gone for too long, sweetie.
Robin is walking down the hall, carrying a plastic bag containing lots of junk food. He approaches the room he and his team are staying at.
I probably should have asked Brittani if she wanted anything.
You did what?
Robin hears the yell coming from their room. Letting curiosity overtake him, he puts his ear against the door and listens.
That little girl was a spy. Getting the map back was way too easy. I mean, Robin said so himself.
Did he also say that it was okay to just kill a kid on sight?
No, I did. Because apparently I'm the only one with the balls to get the job done.
Guys, stop it. Right or wrong, what's done is done.
Jessie, don't take his side.
Honestly, I would have just been skeptical.
You would have killed the girl.
If the situation demanded it, yes.
You and Robin are both forgetting that we're peacemakers, not heroes. There's a difference.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah? And what would you have done?
Interrogate her, ask her questions.
And if she was a spy?
Brittani sighs in defeat. She knows exactly what the answer is, as terrible as it was.
Then by law, she would have to be executed for treason.
Robin backs away from the door, dumbfounded by what he has just heard his own girlfriend say.
No, Brittani, not you too.
Jessie's right. What's done is done. I want all of us to enjoy our break while we still can. Our next assignment is not far behind.
Robin walks out towards the road and raises an arm. A taxi pulls up to the curb and stops for him. He opens the car door and steps inside before closing it. Evening, sir. Where to?
The airport.
What airline?
Any that's scheduled for Bountiful in the Kingdom of Mara.
Alright, we'll find one set for Bountiful. Got any friends or family down there?
No. And I think it's better that way.